2. I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful August 12th, 2024. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And we are joined by a certain somebody. Somebody that...
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know who I am.
A certain Tyrone person.
We
Yeah.
got we got a lot to get into the stream today, like a lot. But before we get into all that, y'all know what to do. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications, and other such amazing things you can do to rap, to help rap.
Bruh.
Like joining the channel. It's $1 a month. That is a really, really, really good deal. It helps rap out a lot. If you want to help in other ways, you can. Who joined? Oh, hey, what's up, Real Texan? He's here now.
Hey,
You can also leave a super chat. Super chats also go a long way with money, helping rap out. It's also a surefire way for us to get to read your comments, and also be sure to share the stream on whatever social media you're on. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, fucking TikTok even, maybe. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Like Tyrone says, share the stream, smash the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, and all that good stuff. Like Glitch Eevee for 5. Breaking. Hundreds of horses have come forward with allegations against Tim Walz. Listen, you have to play fire with fire. I mean, seriously. They wanted to start the couch stuff. Well, we got the horse stuff. I know it's...
So let's start with the fact that the Trump campaign is back on Twitter.
Yeah,
like
so
through Trump's official
this is
account.
breaking news. Donald Trump has officially rejoined Twitter. Now, this might be his campaign, like you were saying, but I've always thought it was dumb to just let this account just sit here. You know, you gain nothing from not using it. So I always thought, why did the campaign use it for ads like they did this morning? But they did officially post something, and it's a good video. I'm not going to play it because of copyright reasons. But I'm going to say that I think this is a jolt of energy the campaign needs. Get back on Twitter. Because you're going to reach how many people? Seriously.
I mean, Musk literally retweeted something the other day. Like 30% of all American X users identify as political independents, and Twitter does have a substantially, like, it does have a, like, say what you want about Twitter, some people being terminally online and not reaching out. The more important stuff, the more broad strokes, that stuff absolutely does reach out to a lot of people, especially independents who tend to be more online than not to try and stay more well-informed. You're not going to be reaching partisan Democrats or Republicans through social media. You're going to be reaching independents and swing voters, which is what matters the most.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is...
Especially the younger voters.
Yeah, and this is something I want to talk about. Like, again, Twitter's not perfect, but compared to other social media outlets, it is the best way to get your message out there. It just is. Because Facebook is a cesspool, and then Instagram is a joke. But, so see North Carolina for 20. Senior video yesterday, North Carolina. 90% of LE teachers and state workers register as Democrat because it's easier to get promoted. Also, 90% of 65 plus are registered Democrats prior to Nixon. The Democrat Party was the only option on ballot for local elections. Yeah, I mean, I can understand the argument that some of the voter registration are ancestral Democrats in, like, North Carolina, but look at Pennsylvania. Delaware County is not a ancestral Democrat region. It's been trending Democrat for years. Despite that, Republicans are kicking Democrats' asses in voter registration. It's a fact. You can look it up. So, Lord Rhino for 5. I'd like to congratulate the USA Olympic team on winning. UK came 7th, 3rd in total medals. Yeah, so Team USA won. America! We won something! Yay. So, is anyone here?
Yeah, no, we're here. We're waiting for something to talk about.
Okay, so what should we start with today? Should we talk about the polling, the freaking main polling? And Trump just tweeted again. Hold on.
What did he tweet?
He tweeted, enjoy. Donald John Trump and Elon Musk live on X, Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, yeah, that's right. The interview's tonight. So, I think this is very smart of Trump. We're not going to stream it because, last time we did it with DeSantis, it didn't go too well. The audio was broken. But I might do a Twitter space. I don't know yet. But either way, I think this is incredibly smart of Trump's campaign. Because, how many people are going to tune into this? How many? If we just give a rough estimate. A couple million?
It's gonna be more than DeSantis's announcements.
Yeah, it's going to be millions of people. And they're going to hear through other platforms like YouTube, like Instagram, whatever other platform. They're going to hear this. And I think this just was common sense. It just is a wide-reaching audience that this is going to have. Ethan W. Monster for 2. Can't wait for the DNC. The left is still divided. Yeah, apparently the pro-Palestinian people, they're going to riot. or protest. But 84Z28 Bear for 5. Guess who's back again? Trump's back, tell a friend. Yeah, Trump's officially back on Twitter. I've always wondered why he was forced to stand Truth Social. Like, why did he not just rip up the contract?
Can we just talk about how I want to underline how absolutely silly some black pillars are right now.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
You're trying to tell me that the richest man in the world is openly attacking anti-white racism, made a pro-Trump super PAC for mass deportations, and is interviewing him tonight on the largest social media platform in the world, and you're fucking blackpilling and saying Harris is going to win the election? Are you fucking serious, guys?
Well, okay, I can understand.
We're gonna win, and we're gonna win big.
Like, again, there's a difference between criticizing the campaign and what some people are doing on Twitter. There's a big difference. Like, for example, I made a whole video on it yesterday, criticizing the Trump campaign. Not because, like, oh, I want the Trump campaign to fail. It's like, no. I actually want the campaign to win. And I just have some problems with this campaign right now. Not on the ad front, which, by the way, so much for that narrative. Remember when everyone was saying that, oh, the Trump campaign never had ads, they aren't on the air? Yeah, so much for that narrative, and we'll get to that in a minute, but we got a couple super chats to catch up with, too.
I just want to also point out, now that Trump's back on X, shit's about to get orders of magnitude more hilarious.
Yeah, it's gonna get way worse. Test channel wow for 5. Kamala's energizing white women, man. Trump is flailing with his base right now. He needs his 2016 energy back or he will lose. He's not flailing with his base. He's not.
He's not flailing. Look, he's not flailing with his base. If Trump was flailing with his base, he wouldn't have been so nonchalant last week with his news fucking thing, his news conference saying, oh yeah, we're up with white men.
Yeah.
When's the last fucking time you saw a Republican bragging about being up with white guys? Shut the fuck up. You're so goddamn silly. There's
some people
ridiculous
out there just like, again, criticizing the campaign's not the problem. It's how these people, they don't offer any solutions whatsoever. They just complain and call it a day. They don't do anything. Like, do any of these people even live in swing states?
Most of these people live in blue states.
Or Florida, I believe, right? It's like
or Florida, yeah.
It's all the sim people. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Of course you're not going to see ads in Vermont or in,
You're
Maryland.
not going to fucking see it. You're not going to see ads for Trump in Vermont or Maryland or Oregon or Colorado.
Florida.
You might see them in California. You might see them in certain Republican areas, but they're not going to be done by the Trump campaign. They're going to be done by other groups.
Because of media market with, like, Vegas and stuff. So,
yeah.
CCM 28 for 10. The fact that Harris has to 180 from 2020, be hard on the board, etc., shows how the electorate has shifted right. There's no way it should be worse than 2020. D+1, we're going to win. Yeah, it's going to be at most D+1, the electorate. It's not going to be D+20, like some polls are pushing. Which I think is malpractice, but Lord Rhino for 2. Pretty sure it's the Simps doing the dooming. There are some Trump supporters, but it's the former DeSimps. That they never wanted Trump to win in the first place.
These ex-DeSimps are also, they were never Trumpers from the get-go, guys. Never forget that.
Yeah,
why are you listening to Never Trumpers? I thought we learned this lesson after the election.
And don't forget,
I thought we learned this lesson after 2016. Don't trust DeSimps. Don't trust Never Trumpers.
Yeah, it's like that guy for like that. You know that Twitter account that from like Alabama that's gone viral. You know what I'm talking
Nick
about?
Sorter.
What?
Nick Sorter.
I think it's either like Kyle something. I can't. It's a quote unquote Republican that supports Harris.
Oh, you're talking about the country. You're talking about the country over party guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I see.
Pro-life Catholic who's voting for Biden Harris.
Oh, Kyle Sweetser.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Turns out first of all, he doesn't live in a rural area. He does.
The other guy I mentioned is a Tim Cash person.
Yeah, so he lives like an upscale like area. And secondly, apparently there's a lot of he
lives in Mobile, Alabama, which is actually a pretty red city.
Yeah, so it's like he's so full of it. Lord Rhino for hold on. So see North Carolina for 2. The polls are wrong, just like in 2016. We'll get to the polls in a second. That main poll's a joke. Here we go with the freaking garbage polls, but we'll get to that in a minute. American Nerd for 5.
Yeah, no, we're at a point where the polls are going to have Harris up higher than Clinton in 2016 because it's such a huge Democrat.
American Nerd for 5. Rapid. Trump is officially back at Twitter/X. Does that mean that he's done with Truth Social or what? Like, will he still?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I think they might merge at one point, but I don't see anything past that. Reasonable DeSimp for 2. As a DeSimp, I don't claim other DeSimps. Yeah, again, there are. It's not every DeSimp, by the way. There are some that actually woke up, like Crypto Politics. Even he's actually been halfway tolerable the past month. So.
Yeah, and then they get shunned by the other DeSimps.
Well, these people I'll give him credit. The guy he admitted that, hey, I like DeSantis, but I'm supporting Trump. Like I said I was going to. I'm not. Trump's the Republican.
I supported DeSantis initially, but I support Trump because he's the fuck. I am still the same person. I've still got my complaints with Trump, but goddamn, are you going to catch me dead before not supporting Trump?
Yeah. But yeah, so the point is though, like, I really do think this interview, it's like, it's not going to change the race that much, but I do think it does give his campaign a boost of energy a little bit, because you're getting interviewed by the richest man on earth on one of the biggest social media outlets. It's just
arguably the biggest at this point.
Yeah, and it does have a wide reach and audience. I don't know.
By the way, there's one DeSimp. I think her name is Blondina Winter, who's like actually flat out supporting Kamala Harris.
Oh, there's a couple of them. Because we could win in 2028. No, if Harris wins, amnesty's passing. It's going to.
If Harris wins, we're not winning another election again because they're going to fucking cram a bunch of amnesty bills through and open the border completely.
Yeah. So good luck. That's like the dumbest logic. Like, we'll win in 4 years. You don't got a country. In 4 years.
Like this is this. I fucking hate this logic. I hate this retarded ass logic of we could win the next. It's a defeatist mindset. It's the same fucking thing as I'll clean my room tomorrow. I'll just clean my room tomorrow. You're kicking the can down the road. You're not actually intending to win. You're just making excuses for an action. Shut up.
And on top of that, it's like, it's not like 2004 where the Democrat Party, they were starting to turn left wing, but they weren't all insane. Like, they were not going to force through amnesty. Now it's like they're going to force through amnesty. They're going to force through amnesty, voter registration for all these people. They're all going to vote, and there goes Texas. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, if amnesty goes through, Florida, Texas, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, every border state, bye.
Yeah. Very Odd Politics for 10. I really don't see.
And Virginia, actually, because of how many illegals there are in Virginia.
Yeah, Very Odd Politics.
Virginia as well.
Very Odd Politics for 10. I really don't see how Trump will lose in Wisconsin. I think the only way Harris wins is if white working class Republicans don't turn out as they should. Well, and on top of that, like I've been talking about for weeks, does anyone really believe that Kamala Harris has a white working class appeal like Biden did? Does anyone actually believe that?
No.
It's
no, I mean, you motherfuckers according to last week's stream with how Michigan may be tilting to Harris, you might as well believe that.
Well, no, okay. Well, that's not what I said. I just said, like, I want to see what happens with the polling the next couple of weeks. And, like, from actual pollsters, not like the guards from Maine, which we'll get to in a minute. Mike for 2. When Tyrone OnlyFans? Never. CCM 28 for 5. I really like Cernovich.
Bro, if I make an OnlyFans, y'all ain't seeing shit from me. I'm just gonna have you give me $5 a month just to see my schizophrenic ramblings and the occasional Twitter DM or not Twitter DM, Discord DM screenshot.
CCM 28 for 5. I really like Cernovich and Tim Pool, but them constantly doing the campaigning messaging is really annoying. It shows that they don't really watch the rallies. Well, the thing with Cernovich is he's kind of schizophrenic. That's the best way to put it.
Cernovich literally admitted to sucking a tranny's dick once. I don't know why y'all take him seriously.
Yeah, he's one of those
Blair
guys
White?
that when he's right, he's right, but when he's wrong, he's wrong. That's the thing with him. So.
What did you say, Ritz?
Blair White?
Oh God, don't even.
Cernovich. Yeah, no, he sucked
Stop.
dick.
Okay. Succeed North Carolina for 5. I got my mom and 2 others registered as Republican last week in North Carolina, going for more this week. See, this is the mindset we need. More of this. Like, you know what? I'm gonna get people to register as Republicans, not just complain on Twitter and call it a day and do nothing.
Even if you can't someone to vote, even if you can't get someone to register as Republican, what you can do is if you know any disgruntled liberals or leftists or Democrats in your life, you can absolutely convince them to sit it out or vote third party. Subtly suggest to them that they, instead of voting for Harris, they should vote for RFK or Cornel West or Joe Stein.
Talk to these voters and, like, you know, if you know a Democrat, and I actually talked to, I'm not one of those people, I'm not like Rufus that fakes this stuff. I did talk to.
Which, by the way, RFK, RFK Jr. is now going to appear on all 50 states' ballots. So,
yeah,
his campaign's in Texas.
His campaign's falling apart. So.
Campaign's falling apart, but people are still going to vote for him.
Yeah, so I'll say this about this is a real life experience. I talked to someone that was planning to vote for Biden, and they're not going to vote for Harris. They're just not. You know, if you do, and again, like, I know you're not supposed to demoralize people from voting. I get that, but like, just tell them the truth about Harris, like what she did as a DA, what she's doing. Speaking of DA, we'll get to the video in a second. What she would do if she actually won. Look at the border right now. It's gonna be 10 times worse. That's all you gotta do. Just talk to people.
I know that's hard for some of y'all, but you gotta try anyway.
Yeah, again, like, not everyone's gonna be like that, but some are open-minded. There are some people that are Biden voters that are open-minded. They're not happy with Harris. There are some.
There are a lot of Democrat voters whose hearts are potentially in the right places. The issue is that they do have a rather faulty understanding of concepts like charity and empathy, and therefore will have this sort of, like, they have their faith in Democrats and trying to make the world a better place or something like that. They support it on the grounds of false pretenses because a lot of people genuinely do not understand how fucking insane the Democratic Party is.
Yeah.
A lot of people who vote Democrats still think this is the
party.
There are a lot of
Clinton.
people, especially, there are a lot of older white people, a lot of older white guys who think that this is still the party of Obama and the party of 08 Obama, the party of Clinton, the party of Al Gore. They don't really understand they don't understand how radical the Democratic Party has gotten.
And this is like a problem, though, because the Democrat positions are just so insane when you actually tell people. They think you're nuts for actually suggesting that. That's a big problem, by the way. Where you try to tell people what the Democrats believe in, they think you're crazy. For like, yeah, they support what? Oh, you're nuts. They don't actually believe that. But no, they actually believe the stuff we're saying. Let's see here. Doggy Down Syndrome for 5. Did you guys see they're now pushing polls? Kamala's beating Trump on the economy. What's next? Texas and Ohio are lean blue. These polls are insane. Yep. Here we go with the frickin' Harris is gonna win Ohio polls. I called it, by the way. When I saw that garbage from North Carolina, I knew they were gonna start pushing polls of Harris is winning on the economy. Now, there's a brand new poll, actually this from like a week ago, and they finally released it from Maine. And they're claiming that in the state of Maine, Maine's second congressional district, Trump's only up by 2.
Remember, guys,
what's Biden up by statewide?
Or it doesn't say Biden. It doesn't say anything statewide. Harris up by 20 in the 1st district.
So yeah, sorry, I said Biden. I meant Harris.
Yeah, so Trump is only up by 2 points in the 2nd district. You know, one of the most Republican congressional districts in the country, or Republican trending districts in the country. And that's what they're pushing now. Let's see here. CCM 28 for 5. Vance roasting Fuentes and the frog worshippers secured my vote for 2028. American Nerd for 10. Hey, Rap, has anyone in the mainstream media talked about Harris stealing Trump's no tax on tips plan? Because I wouldn't be surprised if they said on, say, CNN that it was Harris' idea, which is BS, of course. There are some people pushing back on it. There are some, but it's not enough, I would say. But yeah, I just can't believe that Harris stole that policy. I just can't. Her first major policy proposal is just copy Trump. That's what it is. Did someone really think that was a good idea? No, I'm being serious. Did someone in the Harris campaign think that was a good idea to just copy and paste Trump?
I mean, clearly they thought it was a good idea if they did it.
Probably so, if they can win in Nevada.
Well, I still think that they're getting desperate and they're not admitting it, but because why would you copy paste as your first policy? Like, at least wait like a week and then announce something else. Sam Metz for 5. I remember you saying that you knew a Michaels Barnes voter. How is he voting this time? That's a Democrat I'm talking about. And it does not sound like he's gonna vote this fall. So say North Carolina for 5. In North Carolina, you can look up people who are registered to vote and check if they're active, etc. I'm making sure every Trump supporter in my town is active. That's, again, this is good. This is good work by C North Carolina. We need more people like you. Like, actually doing the work, not just going on Twitter and saying, Trump's campaign's done, it's over. Call it a day. Aaron Ratliff for 2. Emotions on policy will win this election. Yeah, but I think if the economy goes to shit, that's going to be much more emotional than brat. Or whatever crap that... Which, by the way, so much for that. You notice how the Democrats stopped using that? They stopped using brat? Or what does that even mean? I still don't get what that even means.
It's an album from like a pop star or something.
Oh boy. K-Cup for 5. Freedom Tunes video, the new Kamala Harris, encapsulate the gaslighting perfectly. Would highly recommend checking it out. Great animation channel. Yeah, Freedom Tunes pretty good. I saw the video though. The new Kamala Harris, it just complete gaslighting. But it's just crazy to me that in the span of... Go on.
Does anybody remember how Biden said we're in his reputation era and we're going to be seeing a lot more of him and he's been successfully memory holed?
Yeah. When was the last time we've seen him in public? Excuse me. Not some shitty interview behind closed doors. I'm talking about...
Which, by the way, it was hilarious that he admitted on the interview that he was basically pushed out of the race.
It's a coup. Now Pelosi's admitting it. Now they're admitting, oh yeah, actually we did force him out. So much for that. So much for that being a conspiracy, by the way. That's a fact. They admitted.
What's the difference? All right, so hey, Rap, I got a joke for you. What's the difference between a right-wing conspiracy theory and reality?
It's
about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. I was about to say that. I was about to say a month. But yeah, it's about 2 weeks. Every time there's a right-wing conspiracy, 2 weeks later, oh yeah, it turns out it's true. I just can't believe, like, did they mean to leak that? Just to admit, oh yeah, we actually cooed Biden out of office. Did they mean to admit that? Or was that just
would you be surprised in any capacity if they did?
I guess, but... Chancey Hart for 5. The New York Times polls a PSYOP meant to demoralize Trump supporters. None of the internals of the poll make any sense. They know Trump is headed for victory. Again, not every poll is fake, but why are we still having these Biden +6 polls? Why? Biden +6, like D +8 in Wisconsin. It's like, are you serious? We're back to this again? Again, not every poll is fake.
Of course. Well, of course we're back to it again. Harris hasn't had all her dirty laundry aired out for the American public to see and form an opinion yet.
Well...
Which is why the Trump campaign has been on the offensive, blasting shit literally the whole full mile.
Yeah, and speaking of the Trump campaign, they might have released their best out of date. Hold on, let me pull this up. This is from the Trump campaign. This is in the battleground states. Now, I don't think I might not be able to play the audio, but this is very, this seems very familiar. Wasn't it the Willie Horton ad in the 88? Wasn't that the famous ad from Bush?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. So let's play it. You know what? Hold on. Let me get this on the screen. Let's play it.
MS-13
Monkey's
gang
Paw
member
Curls,
here
copyright
illegally.
claim.
Okay. I don't think it's copyrighted claim. Okay. Let's just
Robbed
play
a
it.
pregnant woman.
So, first they start with is an MS-13 gang member. All right. He's here illegally, and he robbed a pregnant woman, released, and then executed a San Francisco family. All right. That's a great start. Another illegal, arrested, released, killed a child. Another one, illegal immigrant, convicted, released, violently fractured a woman's skull. And this is the best part.
They're coming after your women and children.
Yes, and Harris, no, they were like, all three of them were released by Kamala Harris when she was the DA. All three of them. This is the type of ad that hurts campaign. It really does. Again, I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not saying it's going to win the election, but I'm glad the Trump campaign, they're starting to go after Harris for her record as a DA. Because I don't think enough people realize she was incompetent even back then. Not good. Sam Madsen for 2. Describe a Dan Kelly Harris voter. Someone from Waukesha. Exactly for 5. The media is the enemy of the people. You don't hate the media enough. I agree. 84Z2 Bear for 2. The suburban women need to watch that. Yeah, they need to. They need to realize that this is what's going to happen. A bunch of illegal immigrants, they're going to get released from jail, and then they're going to cause havoc. They're going to kill a bunch of innocents. They're going to hurt a bunch of innocents. It's going to get ugly.
They're going to rape your women. They're going to kill your men, and they're going to sodomize and horribly mentally traumatize your children. That's the fucking end goal.
Yeah.
They want to destabilize our country. They want to ethnically cleanse it. That's what this is.
Okay.
This is an ethnic cleansing.
Okay.
Because they want to make you be able to. They want you to be unable to fight back.
Mike for 5. Instead of doing about the Trump campaign, we should be doing about the prospect of what would happen to the country under Harris' presidency. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this up, actually. This is a good point. Why are we talking so much about the Trump campaign being bad instead of, hey, let's talk about what happened to America if Harris actually won? I mean, is there any positives?
Oh.
No.
Well, gentlemen, I gotta go.
All right, adios. Because you're going to just have higher inflation. The border's going to be an even bigger disaster. You're going to have rampant crime. Groceries are going to cost even more. You can't afford a house. You can't walk outside without getting mugged. But yeah, sure. Let's focus on the Trump campaign, not talking about something that happened 30 years ago or whatever. It's like, whatever. American Nerd for 5. Wait, is this like the revolving door ad for the Bush 88 campaign? Because that was based ad. Lee Atwater was a genius for coming up with that. I'm talking about the Willie Horton ad. Chancey Hart for 5. Not every poll is fake, but push polls are a real phenomenon. Also, why haven't any national polls been released recently? Rasmussen pointed this out. Yeah, so now that's kind of misleading. That's not what Rasmussen said. They said no poll has been added to the RCP average in the past week. Polls that are eligible for it. There's only been like 2. Oh, no, not even 2. 1. 1 poll since August 4th has been added to the RCP average. 1. So my question is, what happened to the polls? Why did everyone just stop polling? All of a sudden, we're releasing polls from 2 weeks ago. That's all we're getting. We're not getting new polls at all. Makes you really wonder. It makes you really wonder, like, what's going on here? Why aren't they releasing brand new polls? This should be when they're polling the most, but they aren't. Reasonable to simp for 2. As a black man, I love my white brothers in Christ. Test channel wow for 5. You would think Trump would be trying harder because it would probably put him in jail when he loses. Yeah, they're going to put him in jail if he loses. But I think Trump, I still think Trump's a favorite, and his campaign knows that. That doesn't mean Harris not gaining momentum. It's fake momentum, but yeah. Rasmussen has daily numbers. Exactly. Rasmussen's the only one polling daily. And again, they're not perfect, but what other pollster polls daily like they do? Can't think of any. Kamala's by no means African American, neither is Barack. Well, she's Jamaican, I thought. I could be wrong, but I thought she's Jamaican.
Yeah, she is. And technically, I guess Barack is African American. I think his dad's from Kenya or something.
Yeah. But, I don't go that far into it. The problem is, though, the whole point of that attack was she lied about it. She never talked about it beforehand, but suddenly when she ran for president, then it became a big deal. Wicked for 5. Realistically, do you think that the debates between Trump and Harris would be campaign killers like it was for Biden? Yes. Well, if they go as badly as the debate with Biden did, if Harris is just as incompetent, they're going to get crushed. They're going to get absolutely crushed. Because that's the only thing keeping Harris afloat, I would say, is that she hasn't debated just yet. I can't really think of any, not even a press conference. So we just got to see. Obama wanted a flash primary. Yeah, that's coming out now that Obama actually, they don't want Kamala Harris. They wanted a flash primary. Ethan W. Monster for 2. Obama wanted a flash primary, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. They wanted a flash primary because at the time, no one thought that Harris would win. Just true. It's just true. All right. Let me pull something up. Hold on. Trump tweeted Trump tweeted again. What did he tweet this time? Another video. And it's DonaldJTrump.com. I can't play the audio because it's copyrighted, but yeah, it looks like Trump's actually back on Twitter. Now, the question is, will it be forever? Is it just temporary? Is it just for a day? What? Is it even him? I don't know. The F is a flash primary. So the idea that Democrats were floating around, this is not a joke. This is a fact. They were floating around an idea of, let's have a quick primary where we would have like Shapiro, Walz, whoever run for president, like through the delegates, basically convince enough delegates to vote for them, have a bunch of interviews, have a bunch of debates, and then at the convention, figure it out. That was their plan. That was an idea, I should say. But we're not getting that. We're getting Harris, unless something crazy happens. Which, by the way, didn't Harris officially become the nominee?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so even then it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. I highly doubt they get rid of her. I mean, I guess they could, technically, but I don't know how you would do that logistically. I don't know. Trump is so smart to get back on Twitter. Yeah, I agree. Very smart. Very, very, very smart. Anybody else have a bad feeling about the DNC? I do. I still think there's going to be a riot. I still get that gut feeling. There has to be something real bad that happens. Not good. But, again, I don't think there's going to be I guess there's a possibility nothing happens, but I do think there's a good chance that we see a riot. It's just been boiling over for months now, and I highly doubt that Pick and Harris are going to solve that. When she, by the way, supports Israel. Same thing with Walz, by the way. Like, they pick 2 candidates that support Israel. That's their plan, or supposedly. Now, yeah, I'm sure that's going to appease the Palestinian supporters. Surely.
Oh, but they support a ceasefire, but of course that doesn't go far enough.
It doesn't do anything. They want more than that now. They're just going to push the envelope. They'll be like, oh, we want something different.
Well, I think their whole thing is like, oh yeah, she's responsible for all of this, and now she's claiming she wants a ceasefire.
Yeah, and that's a whole problem. Like, I don't think some of these people, they're going to accept it. I mean, hell, out of Michigan, like, I know that it was a small sample, but the poll from the New York Times had Trump up with Muslims still. Very small sample, but still. October surprise in August. Well, I think we've had like 50 October surprises this year. We've had the conviction, we've had the indictments, we've had the Mar-a-Lago raids, we've had the DeSantis announcement, we had the everything. An assassination attempt, Biden dropping out, you know, Kamala Harris picking a dork for VP. Which, by the way, speaking of Harris's VP, Tim Walz, it's getting worse. It is getting 1,000 times worse. Let me pull this up. Yeah. So, Tim Walz just got exposed for lying about something else. And I got a quick super chat to read. Ryan for 10. The RCP average polls have Kamala underwater in all battlegrounds except Michigan. Can Kamala really gain the +6 points she needs in Pennsylvania like Biden 2020 to win the state? I doubt it. Exactly. Trump is still up in like Pennsylvania, up in North Carolina, Georgia. That's all that really matters. In Arizona. So that's why I'm saying Trump is still the favorite. He's still up in the key swing states, like Pennsylvania. But yeah, Tim Walz, this bozo, this is what he said, or this was actually a prepared remark, that apparently he did say some worse stuff, which I don't have the video up, I gotta find it. I had the privilege of serving in the state's National Guard. I stood one night in the dark of night on the tarmac at Bagram Air Base in Iraq and watched a military ramp ceremony, a soldier's body being loaded onto a plane to be returned home. Guess what? He was never there. And the argument some people were saying was, actually, Tim Walz was talking about when he was in Congress. Bullshit. 2 seconds prior, he was talking about how he served in the National Guard. And then he talked about, yeah, I was at the tarmac and I saw a ceremony. He was never there. He lied. He can't even tell the truth about that. What's the point? Like, no, I'm being dead serious. What's the point about lying about your record in the military? What do you have to gain for that?
A sympathy vote from veterans, I guess.
But it doesn't matter if you're in the military. If you're in the military, you're in the military. You don't have to lie about, yeah, I was at the tarmac. This is just, this is a sociopath. This is someone that's insane. No one normal would do this, by the way. No one that's actually in the military would say this. Cameron Full God for 2. With MAGA patriot Joe Biden can do the funniest thing ever. Yeah, he can. He can endorse Trump or, like, screw up the convention.
By the way, did you see the new Time magazine cover with Harris?
Oh, God. Frickin', they're trying to pump it up as Obama 2008. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna pull up the video. Yeah, it was like the new face of Harris or something. What did it say?
I don't know.
I thought it's like the title was something like very out there.
Oh, Time magazine?
Yeah.
They just call it Her Moment.
Her Moment. And not as bad as I thought. Hill poll. Hold on. Whoa, we gotta pull out of Virginia? Hold on. Is that true? It's probably fake, but let's see. Virginia. I'm not seeing anything. Virginia doing paper ballots this time. Oh boy, just saying. Yeah, I think Virginia is going to be close either way. Why are people saying the Hill has Harris only up by 2 in Virginia? What? I'm not seeing anything. Ethan W. Monster for 2. Youngkin defortified Virginia's electoral system. Yeah, he did. That was pretty good what he did. But people are saying, look at the Hill. I'm not seeing anything. I'm assuming that was fake news. I'm assuming that was fake. Surely it was. Because I'm not finding anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. State polls are inaccurate. Check job approvals. Well, now they're getting horseshit. Like, now they have Tim Walz at, like, +30 favorability or whatever. It's like, oh, shut up. That's not happening. You're not going to get Trump plus, or Harris, or Walz +30 at favorability. No. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about this Virginia poll. I think it's fake. Very sad that we have fake news. Very sad. Speaking of Virginia, my respect for Glenn Youngkin has gone up way more. Mandating paper ballots is a good call. And not only that, but just actually saying, we're actually do something with the elections, that have it secure. Don't wait 5 months before we get results. Do it right away. I like that. Good philosophy, good philosophy. Why does Rasmussen always give Biden high approvals? Because it's Rasmussen again. They're not perfect, but they're the only ones that do it daily, which that can cause weird results, like you see with them at times. It's not a poll it is a combination of their polls. Well, those polls from like 3 months or 3 weeks ago, so I will not use them for now. If we get brand new polls from like a day ago, yeah, we'll just wait and see. I was polled a little more than a week ago. I haven't seen it come out though. Yeah, there's some polls that just never get released, or maybe they're internals. I'm curious about Virginia in 2024. I still think it could be upset for Trump. I guess Trump could still win it. I don't know. With Harris on the ballot, she appeals to those, like, white suburban voters. That's her only appeal. So that could help her in Virginia. But maybe she just outright collapses with everyone else. Or maybe she just doesn't do anything. I don't know. Michigan the weakest at +5 Republican. What? I mean, Democrat? I'm not mad. I'll be laughing my ass off when he loses and you all come crying that it's rigged. Well, taking that as a philosophy is just sad, but whatever. Whatever. Hey, Rap, do you know how bad, I don't know who that is. Logic Tech support is? I don't know who that is. Alright, are we missing anything? So, Real Text, you got anything to say? Been kind of quiet.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm just like, there are some stuff happening. Hold on. Let me pull this up. So, Tim Walz, let's get back to that. Yeah, so they did admit, though, on NBC, Tim Walz misspoke when he discussed using weapons in war. That's what the campaign admitted. They finally admitted, yeah, he misspoke, in quotation. Listen, if this was a one-off occurrence, fine. But how many videos do we have of him lying? I'm being actually a serious question. How many videos are there of him saying, yeah, I was in an active war zone, I was in Iraq, I was in Afghanistan, I was everywhere?
Probably a bunch.
No, there are dozens, if not hundreds of videos of him lying. Not just in the past year or so, but in the past fucking 20 years. He has a record of lying every single, oh shit, we got breaking news. I just saw that. So see North Carolina for 5. If everyone puts the same energy into registering right-leaning voters and publicly advocating for reps as they do Dooming, we'll have this in the bag. Yeah. But we got breaking news. Breaking news, everyone. Oh boy. Hold on, is this real?
I mean, some drama alert, but
It's drama alert by...
probably.
Oh boy. Breaking. Records reveal Thomas Crooks, who tried to assassinate Trump, spent months in rifle training at the same facility used by DHS, FBI, and local police. Holy shit. Listen, I am not claiming that they were involved, but this is not a good look. The same facility. Holy smokes. Oh boy. The more that comes out about this story, the worse it looks. There's a legitimate chance that, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there, but because, yeah, you can probably guess what I'm thinking. Because if that's the case, we have a massive problem that we haven't seen since JFK. Massive problem. Yikes. Yeah, I give it a 50-50 on something. I'm not going to say it directly because of YouTube, but this is not good. No matter how you try to spin it. First of all, you're telling me the same facility Which, by the way, we actually have records of him going to, like, DC constantly to talk to somebody. But now it's like, wait, he was in the same facility training? Mike for 297 electoral votes, my current prediction, subject to change. Yeah, seems about right. The plot thickens. It does. The CIA tried to kill Trump. I'm still questioning that, but the more that comes out, the more it does look like that, doesn't it?
Reminds me of a certain other event in Dallas, Texas.
JFK! Ethan W. Monster for 2. Harris loses every swing state except Michigan. I don't know. If she's losing Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, I doubt that she'll lose to Michigan. Doubt it. They try to take out Trump just like they did JFK. They've tried to stop Trump in every possible way for over 9 years. Trump has to win. Yeah, it's looking like the feds were involved. Like, I'm not that surprised, but I was hoping that it's not real. Because when you allege stuff like this, you lose all trust in government. You lose trust in everything. Rap, come on, stop giving the corrupt people the benefit of the doubt. I'm just hoping that, you know, maybe it's not happening. It's not true. It's all fake, but it's sure looking like it was an inside job. American Nerd for 2. Biden ordered July 13th. I'm not gonna go that far yet. This is why Vance was brilliant. Taking out Trump just puts in another anti-Ukraine war populist. Yeah, you replace Trump with someone you could argue is way more conservative than Trump. That's a fact. He is way more conservative on social issues than Trump. So that's why I think the pick was good. And breaking news, Trump just posted yet again. Let's see. Yep, another video. Posted another video on his Twitter account. He should have been doing this for a while. But
San Francisco radical Kamala Harris.
There we go. I think this should be their main attack line. Focus on the fact that she was the DA in San Francisco, and look what happened there. She ran California and San Francisco into the ground. That should be the main attack line. San Francisco Harris, or I don't know, something. What's a better name? Cuckoo Harris. I don't know. Ethan W. Monster for 2. Biden might try to sabotage the Democrats. He might. I don't think he will, but that would be funny if he did.
I saw a New York Post call her Comma Chameleon.
Chameleon. I don't know. What's a good nickname? Because I think Kamabala, what is that Trump's nickname? Kamabala or whatever?
Kamabla or something.
I hate that name. I hate that name so much. Go with like Cackling Harris, you know, Heels Up Harris, something like that.
I think that may have just been a typo or something, but I don't know.
I don't know. But people are sticking with it. I don't like it. But you could get a lot of new names, like San Francisco Harris or Crazy Kamala.
And I mean, people run with Trump's typos all the time. I mean, look at what happened with Covfefe.
Oh, gosh. That's the thing with Trump. I love his typos. I don't know if he does it intentionally or not, but they're always hilarious. They're always, like, really good. Cuckoo Kamala. How about Scamula? Ooh, that's a good one. Cackling Kamala, Lion Kamala. There's a lot of good names. 84Z28 Bear for 2. Anti-Trumper Joe Walsh is gonna have a stroke. Why?
I don't know.
Alex Maddox for 2. Trump focused on policy, forget crowd sizes, lol. I know, the crowd, like, I know going after the crowd sizes, which, by the way, they had fake, let's be clear, there are fake images of those crowds, but the crowd was real. But now it's coming out now that it's a bunch of actors. You see that? I think it was Charlie Kirk that reported it. Or so, I can't remember who, but apparently there are a bunch of actors being paid to be in the crowd. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I mean, they alleged the same thing about Trump in 2015 or something.
I remember that. His first rally, which he might have, it's Trump, but
I mean, I think it was like the escalator rally.
Yeah. I think that's, but he never actually paid off people like for any other rally. But yeah, so hold on. Hold on, we got breaking news. We have even more breaking news. This just dropped like an hour ago. Breaking. Las Vegas police released audio confirming Biden medical emergency before he dropped out. Holy, they actually covered it up.
Now, again, keep in mind, this is not the Laura Loomer one from earlier in July.
This is the Las Vegas one. This is what a bunch of people were talking about. So I can't, let's see. I'm not seeing anything about, let's see here. I'm just seeing if I can play it. I'm not going to because I don't want anything to happen. Oh, yeah, they actually talk about the Secret Service. Oh, boy. Yep, they're talking about Biden. Yeah, this is from July 17th. This was right before he dropped out. So this is what I think happened. He got so sick, he went to the hospital. It's all but confirmed now. He got so sick that that's when they attempted the coup. Or they successfully couped him. They're like, you know what? You have 5 seconds to decide. Drop out or we're going to use the 25th Amendment. That's what I think happened here. Mike for 2, Kamala the incompetent. Maybe. Stephen Howard for 5. Hey, Rap, what state do you think Trump needs to step it up? What state do you think Trump needs to step it up the most in? I hear Bear says Nevada is a state they should be doing a bit better in. I would say Nevada and Wisconsin. So see North Carolina for 2. You all see the AI crowd pictures Harris released. Yeah, that's what people are talking about. The crowds are not fake, but they're releasing fake images. K-Cup for 2. Pay to be at a Harris rally. Votes Trump anyway. That'd be real. I hope there's some people like that. They get paid to go to Harris's rally and just donate to Trump right away. Yeah, I'm gonna actually play the audio. You know, I'm gonna play the audio on stream. I'm gonna skip the part where they actually talk about POTUS. Let's see here. I'm just gonna hear what they say.
678. I copy that.
Okay, so obviously they're talking about ambulance stuff.
And Reddit.
So they did shut down a lot of intersections. Okay, yeah, this is the president.
This Franco on the POTUS movement.
On POTUS, yeah, this is Biden. They were talking about Biden. It's not just an out of context clip. They're talking about Secret Service. My God, and they covered this up.
Kind of cut out 678. So
This is an actual scandal.
461 AM.
What's that sound?
See, what was the other
Hold on. Am I hearing something?
part?
Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Yeah, what am I don't know where I'm hearing that from. There we go. Alright, Kamala, explain yourself now. Yeah. She should. She should explain herself, but she won't.
Representative Bill Pasquarello, 87, hospitalized again.
Oof. Not
That's
good.
I think he's from New Jersey.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The New Jersey guy. I thought he was yeah, he was sick, right?
Yeah.
This is wild. By the way, doesn't this flip the scandal key? Because they covered up his health?
Not according to Lickman, but
Whatever,
you know.
that guy is whatever. Did he say the economy doesn't, like, it's not up to Harris, it's actually Biden's economy? Isn't that what he said?
I think I said he would say it, and I think he did, so.
Oh my gosh. Alright, Ethan W. Monster for 2. Can't wait for the October surprise. I still think it's gonna be like Biden dies or, Harris, like, gets exposed to something really bad.
By the way, I saw Deadpool, I think back on Saturday, right before the movie started. I tweeted out that Harris would probably steal via no tax on tips policy.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh my God, how did you get that perfectly?
And then, of course, I don't tweet for about 2 or so hours while the movie's going on, and then the movie's done, and I turn on my phone, and then I see, oh yeah, she actually did steal his policy.
Yeah, you definitely cooked with that.
Yep. I mean, if she's in Nevada and she's desperate to win it, I mean, that's a winning policy.
Yeah, I think that tells you more that the campaign's desperate. That the Eternals are not so fucking rosy. And by the way, no spoilers for Deadpool. All right, we're not allowed. I know most people have watched it by now. You should have. Lichtman, the key is false. Yeah, the scandal key is false. How can you cover up the president's health and then just say, oh, yeah, that's not a scandal? When we're not talking about, oh, he has a physical issue like with FDR. That's not what people are caring about. It's like, wait, he went to the hospital in Vegas and you covered it up and then he could barely walk and then he got thrown out a day later? Ugh. That's not a good look. Not a good look. Lichtman is too busy licking men. Oh, gosh.
So true.
Spoiler, Iron Man dies in Deadpool. That's so true. So true. Let's see. Biden is just staying in until the election so he can pardon Hunter. He has sentencing after the election. Yeah, I think what Biden's going to do is he's going to pardon everyone. He doesn't give a shit. I mean, what's he to lose now? Like, they just thrown him out. Tim Pool dies in Deadpool. Yeah, that's real. Tim Pool dies. Lichtman is not as smart as he thinks he is. Yeah, he's one of those people that pretends to be smart. He pretends to be smart, but he's really the dumbest person in the room. I mean, no scandal key? Really? Yikes. Goku dies in, Goku, excuse me, dies in Deadpool and Wolverine, yeah. Goku.
I mean, that or Goku. I don't know what.
Excuse me. English is bad today. English is bad. Did he see Biden at the beach? Looks like a wax statue. Yeah, he did not look good. Goku. Like, keep messing that up.
Oh yeah, what else is going on? Pokemon actors died.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, I think. American Nerd for 3. Imagine Biden says, vote your conscience at DNC. I hope he does. Does he have anything to lose?
I mean, I don't know why they would vote their conscience considering they already voted, so.
No, what he should say is, hey, I got cooed. Kamala Harris tried to invoke the 25th Amendment. Do not vote for her. Vote for, like, RFK. I hope he does that. And I have this weird feeling, and I forgot who posted this originally. It's very unlikely, but there's a possibility that the Bidens vote for Trump, despite Harris. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there is a non-zero chance of that happening, where they vote for Donald Trump over Harris, despite Harris. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but yeah. Is dementia fatal? Any health experts in chat? Well, it's just getting so bad that it looks like he's dying. I want RFK to drop out and endorse Trump. I think he's going to. I think the numbers are just getting so bad for him that what's the point of staying in the race? Lunatic Kamala. Yeah, we gotta find a good name for Harris. I still like Heels Up Harris. That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's still my favorite nickname, but yeah. Does RFK dropping out help Trump? Yes. At this point, all he's getting are Trump supporters that are mad about the vaccine. You think I'm kidding? That's literally his support. It's a bunch of like COVID people. Let's see. During the debate, I hope Trump says that Harris and Dems overthrew democracy, but by cooing it against Biden. I think he will. I think he's gonna say something about democracy, and then, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? I still think he's gonna say that. The Reagan quote. Tech G0490 for 5. Short-term economy is certainly false, and long-term economy leans false because there's so much fake data released that we don't know the true strength of our own economy. Yeah, again, I'm not saying that we are in a Great Depression, but the numbers being released right now are pretty bad. Like, when you actually dig in the numbers, the ones they don't manipulate, not good. Not good at all. Let's see here. Rap, thoughts on Alan Lichtman's run for Senate in 2006. Didn't he get arrested or something?
Yeah.
For being a dumbass? Yikes. Do you think that the October surprise could be World War III? I think it's going to be something foreign policy related, very bad hair scandal, or Biden just dies. I think that's one of those three. He just dies. I don't want it to happen, but yeah. Maryland Degati 83 for 2. Is there any news about voter registration? Actually, I wanted to bring that up. I forgot to. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Voter registration. Because this is a theory that a bunch of people are talking about, that Republicans are having or Democrats having a surge in party registration. Okay, let's look here. This graph was made by Michael Pruser, who I recommend people follow. Is it Pruser or Pruser? I think it's Pruser. It doesn't matter, but okay. So, let's look at some of these states. In the month of July, this is post-dropout, right? We are after Biden dropping out and back in Harris. Democrats should have a registration surge. In the month of July, across the board, they lost 20,000 voters. 20,000. Republicans gained 252,000 Republican voters. Look at some of the states. Look at Maine. Republicans gained 1,600. Democrats lost 855. Nevada. Republicans gained just under 1,000. Democrats gained only 280. Excuse me. New Mexico. Republicans 1,200. Democrats 600. North Carolina. Republicans gained 6,300 voters. Democrats lost 722. Where's the surge? Where's this mystical surge at? Where? So Republicans are still absolutely demolishing Democrats. Look at Pennsylvania. Democrats gained 5,000. Republicans gained 21,000. It just keeps going. Florida, it's 3-1. Yeah. Yeah, well, what a great surge for the Democrat Party. Even New Jersey is 7-1. Nebraska's 7-1. California, good lord. Republicans gained 95,000. Democrats lost 43,000. Arizona, Republicans gained 20,000. Democrats gained only 3,500. Where's the surge? Where is this mystical surge for Democrats? This is when we should be seeing a surge in registration. And hell, Democrats 2 weeks ago, I'm going to bring these tweets up. I'm going to find them. These people were saying, Democrats are experiencing a voter registration surge. Yeah, a surge, all right. They're getting out-registered in most states like 7-1, 3-1, 2-1. It's like only 2 states that they actually gained more than Republicans. And that's like, let's see, Oregon, and that's it. Or Delaware. Oregon and Delaware. Congratulations. New Jersey is a state where Republicans gained the most since 2020. Yeah. Even the losses in the Republican columns are smaller than the Democrat losses. Yeah. There's only a couple states where Democrats gained more. And that's because Republicans lost. That's it. I just can't believe that this comes out and people still think that this hair surge is real. If it was real, fine. Republicans still have a lead. Whatever. But not 4-1. Not 3-1. Maybe it's like 55-45 or something, not this. Hey, Rapid Real Texan, what do you think is the future of Arizona as of now? Because I still think that Arizona is politically doomed for at least a generation. I'm wait and see right now. I'm wait and see.
We probably still win it this year.
Yeah. It's one of those states where I think registration-wise it's looking good, but demographically I don't trust it. I don't trust it. DNC and corporate media are trying to hold on to power. Yeah, but the problem is they're manipulating of the news, the headlines and stuff. The problem is, it's not translating. Look at the primary turnout in Florida. I know it's Florida, but Republicans are like outvoting them like by like 6 points or something. Worse than 2022, by the way. Yeesh. That's not good. I'm waiting for Republican networks to start the headlines to the conspiracy surrounding Thomas Matthew Crooks. Yeah, possibly. I don't think they will, though, because... Yeah. They're not going to mention that. People are saying look at Scott Presler's account. Scott Presler. Yeah. Republicans, oh boy. Oof. Not good for Democrats. A week ago, Democrats had an advantage of 357,000 voters. Today, it's down to 356,000. And Republicans gained 4,200, Democrats gained 2,400. But this is the key part. You read here, Democrats are gaining inactive voters, while Republicans are losing inactive voters. So that means the voters that Democrats are gaining, they're just inactive. They're not actually people that are probably going to vote. While Republicans, they're losing active voters. But tell me with a straight face that this is actually good for Harris. It's not. You cannot win if you get numbers like this voter registration-wise. I know it's not everything, but it is not good. Not looking good for Harris one bit. All right. If anyone got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, comments, begin sending them now. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats. But yeah, real text. What do you think about everything that's going on with the registration, the polling? Any last thoughts?
I mean, if it's going to help us, hopefully.
But no, seriously, if Republicans are doing that good in registration, where's the surge? Where? I'm not seeing it. Let's wrap. You know what I find hilarious about Wisconsin tomorrow? Schizo's in the state GOP have tried to recall Robin Voss like 3 times, but couldn't even find someone to try to primary him. Yeah. It's gonna fail miserably. Reasonable to simp for 5. I literally moved from Illinois to Florida because of trends. Just voted Rick Scott yesterday, and unfortunately Daniel Webster. Dems are cooked here, lol. Yeah, they're done. There's no way in hell Democrats recover. At least for a while. At least for a while. You have to subtract all the gains before the GOP primaries. Those were old Dems. I guess, but not all of them. I guess you could get rid of some of them, but now, not really. The main poll is D+8 in 2020. It was R+3. Okay, so they moved it 11 points. Explains a lot. Alright, I think we'll end the stream here. If you guys did enjoy the stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all.